But one important fact to know is like you guys have been very unsuccessful in making money. You've been doing
right.
You've been doing
Par for the course.
And let's describe each of the three people walking down now what is the high road.
Is Ed Rose, who is a 6 foot tall, kind of dirty, little scraggly human.
I'm playing a turtle named Agate, and she is kind of small for her race's size. She's like right under 5 foot.
Yeah, so clomping along, real in tow, right behind Edmund over there, is a very small, short, but very stout mountain dwarf, Vodmek.
The hill dwarf, our silver fox of the campaign.
The mountain dwarf.
Oh, mountain dwarf. Mountain dwarf.
Oh, my.
Oh, started this off bad.
You are making enemies quick.
So as you like walk up to the door,
Nudging my way through their legs.
yeah. So Dan or Vodmek gets in there first, but like what you realize is like you walked under like a half giant's legs, right? But like there's lots of dwarves in here. This is a really mixed room of like lizard folk. You see bear bugs, like monstrous races as well as others. As you guys walk in, right in front of you, you see a bar. Behind the bar is a tall, muscular man serving drinks. Surrounding the room are like loose tables that are all filled. But is the most eye-catching thing is that in the center of the room, there's a 40-foot diameter well that goes straight through the floor. And what you see, and like this is going to like seem really weird to you guys, what you see are like a group of like 4 dudes all high-fiving each other, each throwing a gold to this dude at the edge of the well. They all jump onto a platform and he lowers them down. And you can see them kind of like swinging it and holding onto the rope. And like everyone around them is cheering.
I kind of walk in and I'm like hustling through his legs. I'm doing one of the other. That's a portal if I ever seen one. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I kind of do the same thing back, just point at Vod and then point at the bar. And I'm going to start headed towards the bar.
I like just kind of like boastfully kind of walk over to the dude who's controlling the platform thing.
Yeah.
Do I have access to him?
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's like no ropes in here. It's just everyone
perfect.
is
I
just
love
like,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. I walk up to him. I'm like, hey, you look important. Are you this Volo guy?
He's like, nah, I just control the elevator or the.
Well, you're doing a great job at it, if you ask me.
Yeah. Thanks. And he's like,
Do you
you
have
going
to-
in?
Maybe sometime. I just ate. I got to wait 30 minutes.
And when you say that, he just like it's like a guttural laugh at like almost pathetic,
Yeah.
but like also hilarious.
Do you know a Volo guy?
He's like, I know the name. Maybe you go talk to the bar guy, Truran.
Appreciate you. Thank you for your service. And I scurry over to meet Ed.
I want to walk up to the bar and wave at the bartender, try to get his attention.
Yeah, and as he's like giving out drinks, he like comes over. He's like, "What do you want?"
Can I get 2 dragon's breaths, please?
Yeah, he's like 5 silver, and he goes.
I give him, I guess. So this is a thing I've never had to deal with before. When I rolled the character, I only got gold.
Yep.
What's the conversion rate?
100.
Is it 100? So you give him a gold. And you just see like a smaller, like a child almost behind the counter, just like give you 95 silver.
Okay, let me write that down real quick so I don't forget.
Yeah.
I leave.
Oh, sorry, 10.
Is it 10? I was
10.
like 100 seems
Yeah,
intense.
100 seems like okay.
So you got.
I'm thinking, wow.
Don't worry, you got 5 back.
I take the drinks and I hand one to Vod. I don't know if you take it or not. I don't even pay attention. I just kind of hand it down there, and whether he takes it or not. And then I slide 2 of them back to the bartender. I'm like, hey, I'm looking for this fella named Volo. You know where I could find him?
Yeah, and he looks at you. He's like, Volo comes in here, and like while talking, he's still working. He goes, I don't know if he's in here. It's a busy night. Why don't you go like find a table and just like hang out and like just see if he shows up. Bonnie can take care of you.
Bonnie, where's Bonnie at?
You just see like he points, and there's just like a woman like running around like serving food, like just barmaiding the whole room.
Do you happen to have location on an open table? And I'm
Vada,
yelling from
because because I can see. I slide the other 3 back. I slide 3 more silver to the bartender and then walk to an empty table in the corner. That somebody's leaving.
As we walk over, I see that he handed over extra cash. I was like, fancy lad. Oh, keep in mind, you guys probably have observed this over our time hanging out, that I'm like obscenely poor. Like I have 2 gold at most to my name at all times. I've spent every lick of it on my armor and stuff, but I am just a poverty-stricken dwarf.
Hence my confusion with the hill dwarf.
Yeah. The hill dwarf ain't working in studded leather like this, like chainmail.
So as you go find your table, you see more bathrooms in the back corner. On the opposite corner, you see a staircase that goes up. Next to the staircase, kind of past some tables. This is going to be meta, but do you remember the green face in the tomb we played in? It's like a demon face with a big gaping mouth. Big,
like you can put the hand in it.
Yeah. There's there's a statue that looks very similar to that, but like in the ground, and they're using it as a fireplace.
Oh, that's funny.
There's another fireplace in an opposite corner. This is like a very big establishment. And as you guys are hanging out, just like all night, you just see people like entering the portal. Each time giving a gold to the guy who's controlling it, and just a lot of cheering.
Have we seen Bonnie yet?
Oh yeah, Bonnie's running around. Yeah,
I'm gonna try to wave Bonnie down to get Vod some food before he drinks that big drink.
Yeah, I'm literally just pulling whatever's on the table. I'm like, so hungry. Like, this doesn't taste good.
Did she find us? I guess we tried to get her to come to the table with us. I don't want to make that.
Yeah, I'll scuttle over.
Okay.
No, go for it. I'm like sweeping up people's dregs so I can analyze them.
So you want to call Bonnie over?
Yeah, and order. I don't know. What do y'all want to eat? Bob, what do you want?
I don't know. Whatever they got, it's cheap and I mean, not necessarily cheap, but affordable and cheap.
Right. Bonnie, can we get 3 bread plates?
Just bread?
Eggs on them.
What's the cheapest eggs, meat you have?
She's like, you guys give me each 5 silver, and we'll just get you guys food all night.
I just give her 2 gold and take care of the rest.
This guy.
And she's like, thanks. And like all night, like she's just bringing you food and like the occasional beer too. Like when she sees like you guys running down, she's just like making sure you guys are having fun.
I am inhaling. It'd almost be as though, which definitely not reality, I hadn't eaten in like a few days.
Yeah, I mean, nothing more than maybe like 4 scrounges, right? Like none of you guys are hunters of any sort or rangers. And you've been trying to live in this like wilderness with like farm people giving you loose jobs. So like you guys not eating is pretty normal.
And not paying.
Yeah.
And not being a good judge of character.
I will say, just to get meta and lay it out, Ed doesn't give 2 rips about books, but he'll bribe and pay the people he knows that can help him down the road with his exploits and adventures.
Sure.
I guess we'll put it that way. So I guess after we eat a couple of rounds, Ed calls Bonnie back over and it's like, hey, the bartender said you might know if Volo's been here or could maybe point us in his direction. We've heard he could help us.
Yeah, and as she asks, like she's almost got her back to you as she's like helping and cleaning other tables. She's like, oh, Volo likes his drink, he'll be here. And like as she says that, you hear someone yell, "Yeah, pig!" And when that happens, like the whole room goes quiet and you hear just fighting break out. And on the other side of the portal, you see a half orc beating a big man, covered in like eyeball tattoos on his head.
Ew.
It's pretty gross, right? And as they're doing that, a whole crowd rushes and surrounds them, so you guys can't see what's happening. But you can hear like the continual like beating of each other and fighting and people screaming and cheering, super rowdy. But like this is the first violence you've seen in Waterdeep.
I take like a big swig of my beer and chomp on whatever food I got. And I was like, this sounds more like home.
So do you guys do anything? Did you stay there?
Oh yeah, I am eating.
Yeah, I think as Ed starts to stand up at the excitement of it and watching, and then sits back down and watches from afar and kind of eyeballs that bouncer out of the corner of his eye.
Yeah, and the bouncer doesn't, he's not even moving.
He's not moving.
He's just watching, like protecting the door kind of, and just like watching from afar. And you see the guy behind the counter, Truran, like starting to get frustrated. And you hear just like a real loud punch and then cheers. But what follows that punch is like 4 people jumping onto the half-orc and just pounding them into the ground.
Friendly bunch.
Oh, yeah. Truran goes over there and starts like separating and throwing people like into corners. And you were almost surprised because like as Truran, he's like a big man, but he's not a giant, right? He's maybe 6.5 foot tall, but he's picking up people like they're nothing. And he's just like tossing them. And as he's cleaning it up, he's like, not in here. Bring it down to the portal if you gotta. He's like starts like tossing people towards the door, and when he starts doing that, you see the bouncer like start getting people and like dragging them out, and like maybe they'll go next door. But as you hear that and like the cheers and the music starts to pick back up, someone screams, and Truran turns around, and from within the portal, a troll starts climbing up the walls and up and out, and you hear Truran just yell, "Troll!" And as he screams, most people in the room start running out. Truran jumps over the counter and grabs a sword off the wall and starts running towards it. Another thing you guys see on the troll are like these 4, they're like giant mosquitoes, but with like 4 bat wings. Like very like evil looking creatures sucking blood out of the troll. The troll is around 8 foot tall after it comes out of the portal. And then after he comes out all the way, you see a few more of those kind of bat mosquitoes flying out. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
And Ed's just like, oh boy, this is what I've been waiting for. Feels
6.
like we're back on the road, y'all.
Truran looks at the troll, looks at everyone else, and he's like, get out of the way, and then takes his sword and runs over. But he looks at you guys who kind of look like you might be ready to help. At the very least, you guys were the ignorant ones not to leave.
I'm literally still eating.
Yeah, and he looks at you and he's like, take care of those sturges for me. And he points to the mosquito bats, and you can put 2 to 2 together that those are sturges.
That's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, as whether we're going to help or ignorant.
Yeah. So Troll got highest on initiative, and the troll is going to run up to Truran and take a swipe.
Oh, do trolls use mosquito? Like, I would imagine the troll used mammoth tusk dice. Does that feel accurate to you?
If it wasn't coming from underground, I would totally agree. Down there, it could be like worm bones.
Worm bone dice. I dig it.
All right.
A little floppy.
They're just juicy.
The troll gets 3 attacks.
That's
got a 20 on the first.
Oh, darn.
Got a 3.
He's like still climbing up?
No, troll's all the way up and attacking Truran. So not you guys.
He's not fighting the mosquitoes that are jacking him up.
Mm-mm. He almost doesn't even realize they're there. They're like, maybe they're like this big, right? Like a foot. He's 8 foot tall. So they're just like on his shoulders, and he's not very smart. So he takes a giant claw swipe out of Truran, but Truran almost looks unfazed. Sturges, 2 of them are going to come and attack Dan. Sorry. The Sturges are going to first attack you.
The guy farthest away on the table?
No, all 4 of them are going towards you.
Oh, no.
The Sturges that flew up. They're not going to go at the guy that's swiping a sword.
Yeah, but go at the guy who's not even be able to see in a booth.
They smell the meat you're eating.
Apparently. Jesus.
18. You take
no.
4. No?
You don't hit me.
So how low is the one that just came and attacked?
Health-wise?
Is it within sword swiping distance?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to use my short sword.
Okay.
Stand up and try to hit the one that's right over the table.
Okay.
17 to hit?
For sure.
8 damage.
Yeah, your sword just splits it in half. And you watch as like the 2 parts kind of just land on the table. Vod.
There's 4 left.
There's 4 left.
And they're like in front of me there? Right at the table?
So one is, yeah. And the other 3 are kind of back by the hole still.
What? Oh, it's only 2 came over.
Mm-hmm.
That's unfortunate.
You could do the 3 that are over there if you're doing some sort of area thing.
And the one
How far away are they?
Like 15 feet. maybe 20
And
feet.
are there 3 by the troll too?
4.
Within 10
there's
feet.
1 by the table and 3 by the hole.
Yep.
And 4 on the troll.
And 4 on the troll.
There's 4 on the troll, but the troll is maybe 20 feet away from
those 3.
Yeah.
There's 3 in the hole and 4 in the troll and 1 on the table.
All right, then I'll just.
There's.
Did he kill the one that attacked me, or they both attacked me?
Both attacked you. They missed. Then.
Then I have a reaction.
Oh, what was your action?
A reaction.
Yeah, what was it?
I have Wrath of the Storm. And I can thunderously rebuke attackers. So when a creature within 5 feet of you that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to cause the
Did not hit
But
you.
it didn't hit you.
Hits you. Oh, sorry, my bad.
No worries. Again, we're all
Loser.
learning. This is good. Wrath of the
okay.
Storm, though, we should rename it because Q really stole the Storm stuff.
Oh, yeah.
All right, then I will just smack the dude with my warhammer.
Cool. Do you need to get on the table, you think, to hit a flyer?
I mean, if he's in my range.
All right.
So with this.
That's all right. So you just kind of one shoulder just up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
16?
Oh, yeah. Plenty.
Nice.
Yeah. He doesn't have 18 like you do.
Don't want to be so lucky. 10.
Oh, yeah. It's a Warhammer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Squashed her.
I don't even know what it would look like after. Just juice.
Yeah.
All over the table. And
All right. Duran goes up and makes 4 attacks with his sword.
Let's go, Dern.
18.
that's 1 more than the troll gets.
So you see Duran just start taking chunks out of this troll. And once he does, the 4 mosquitoes that are on his back, get off and then fly down the hole.
Gross, Will.
They're a little full. Why? What did I just say?
They get off.
Oh,
Gross,
geez. Nothing safe. The other 3 are going to come over to Ed and Vod.
And Aggie. Aggie's just sitting there.
Yeah, but you guys are attacking.
Looking pensive, waiting my turn.
Okay, Vod, 16 misses.
What was your impact? Are you
20 for
initiative?
Ed.
That hits.
Sorry, 8.
8 damage?
Yeah.
Oh, the joys of being level 1.
And it's not just damage. You see him sucking blood out with his needle nose. All right, Agate, right?
That's a lot of damage. Yes.
He got a crit 20, so it was doubled.
Okay. There's 3 by us still,
I'm not
right?
going to die this episode.
Yes, there
Dang
are 3 by you. You're not going to die.
We'll see.
I mean, you might.
Yeah, we'll see. You gotta roll up another one.
What do you,
I'm gonna point my hand towards the nearest skeeter
mm-hmm.
and kind of say, I lied earlier about magic, and cast poison spray at it. So it has to succeed against my Constitution 13.
Okay, and you're attacking 1, or is it a group thing?
It's just 1, yeah.
And it was I got a 5. Doesn't matter. You're good.
I let myself out. Oh, okay. Oh, you get 1 damage. Man, that could have been so cool. Yeah, I push my glasses up and I sit down.
Just 1?
Yeah.
You just see it give kind of a cough.
Splat.
There it goes.
Well, it's attached to me, so blood goes.
No, it was one of the 2 that missed.
Okay.
All right, the troll hits 1, 2 hit Duran and do a lot, but Duran doesn't look too phased. Duran's got so much health, it's okay. And then Sturges, you killed those, so it's Ed's turn.
I'm gonna try to.
And to just recap, there are 3 stinges near you. 1 is got 1 damage.
And
Nice.
that's the one that's currently attached to me, correct?
No, one of the ones flying that missed is the hurt.
Okay, I'm gonna attack the one that's attached to me.
Oh, yeah, that's smart. With what?
Yeah, the sword.
Okay.
Try to.
I mean, you were doing that Apple thing earlier, so you have some control. You just be like,
Yeah. 10
10 doesn't hit.
does not hit,
Sorry.
and I can't move away because then he would get attacked again.
No, he'll just move with you.
Okay.
So you can move.
No, I was going to try to get under the table, but that'll make it harder for the other two to hit it again.
Well, if they attack you with it, they're going to, if they miss, they attack you. So it'll be a little,
so I'm going to
we'll see if people want to attack you.
Yeah, just wait.
Vod.
So there's 3.
2 in the air, 1 on Ed.
So I couldn't like get them in an area thing without hitting him.
Not all 3, but you could do the 2 in the air. But you guys are all kind of within 5 feet of each other now.
Mm-hmm.
So just
that's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna guiding bolt the guy that's on Ed's back.
Okay.
18 to hit.
Super hit.
Oh no, I lost you. 12.
Yeah, you just disintegrate it.
Blasted.
And Ed just reaches up and just wipes the goop out of his eyes and just kind of blinks it.
So I got you. Don't worry.
Hey, thanks, bud.
Anytime. I'm like, as I do that, I reach down and grab like a chicken leg. Like,
as you're eating, Duran sees out of the corner of your eye, and you just watch him as he thrusts his sword into the troll, and then with his foot just kicks him back into the portal.
I see you.
Yeah.
I was gonna do that later though, Sam.
And then the other 2, the one that's a little bit hurt, is going to try to attack Agate.
Bring it.
7, 12.
Does not hit.
She's a turtle.
I'm a turtle.
Then, let's see. Dan, you just killed one, right? 19. That hits you, right?
and I also use my bonus action though.
Because it hit you. But it,
no, I meant to. I'm learning.
Yeah, don't worry.
I literally had my
thing
pulled up, and then you had a break. I was gonna use my bonus action to use Shield of Faith.
Okay, what's that do?
It's a cantrip.
Yeah,
and I get +2.
So it doesn't hit you.
AC, so it doesn't hit me.
Cool. So it attacks like this magic aura, and it's like nose maybe bends a little bit, and then it is.
I should have let you hit me so I could have Wrath of Storm.
Agate, your turn.
It'd have been cool.
So there's one that you half hit that hit you or missed you, and then there's the one that kind of is against his shield right now.
Yeah, I'm not finished with you. The one that I farted on earlier, basically. Noxious gas out of my palm.
Turtles fart out of there?
Out of my hands, specifically. Yeah.
Or turtles fart.
Yeah.
Basic turtle math.
Yeah.
You know. Can you make a Constitution saving throw for the Skeeter?
I don't know, can he?
9.
Ha! We try again.
That's less than 13.
5.
Yikes. Not again, Courtney.
No.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna send you some new dice.
Yeah, out of 12.
Oh wait, no, 5 is fine. You kill it.
Yeah, but that's my pride is hurt.
Oh.
Okay.
So yeah, you take out.
It's gone.
Oh, you hit. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was damage dice. I thought that was.
No, it's a Constitution saving throw. I failed.
Yeah, okay.
And then 5 damage. Okay, then it's Trolls dead, Sturges are dead. Ed, your turn. There's
That's
one
all.
left. I believe it's on you.
One that's on me.
I killed the one that's sucking
Okay,
on it.
right. There's one that's floating above you guys.
How far away?
4 feet, 5 feet. It's like right there.
Melee range.
Yeah.
Okay. Gonna sword attack it again.
Yeah.
Try to just thrust him straight up. And I got a 1, so I don't do that.
No, in fact, I think you probably like ruin a plate of food. Food just flies to the floor.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no!
Vod, your turn.
Now that Duran's watching again. He missed the first 2 kills and just saw me biff it.
Vod, what do you do as the plate of food is mid-air?
I'm just dejected. I'm like, oh yeah, you demon! And I take my warhammer and just go to crack him.
And just to be clear, the Sturge, not
Yeah, I am from the side as I do it. 17.
Oh yeah.
Get 11. Yeah.
That's totally fine. So you just split it in half, and as your sword goes through, you can see Duran already walking back to the bar. Like he knew you could handle these things. He's like cleaning off his sword of goo, just like swiping it.
Yeah, Sam. I'm looking for a wipe.
Yeah, you got napkins like on the table.
Yeah.
And Duran just like puts his sword back up on the wall. Things almost immediately start just coming back to normal. Like this might not be the weirdest thing for this place. And And you can, like, the audio starts getting louder and louder, right? The guy in the corner that was playing music just starts playing on his what's the guitar thing? The little guitar?
Ukulele?
No, the fantasy ukulele. Liar? A liar?
Oh,
Liar.
okay. That makes sense.
Well, I mean, that's not nice to call him that. He was just asking you a question.
And
what happened to all the Sturge bodies? I guess everybody's just partying on top of him now, stepping on him.
Yeah, surges are being like Bonnie is cleaning some of them too.
Yeah,
like Bonnie's like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
As Bonnie's cleaning them and people start pouring back in, you watch a guy with like a big floppy hat like look into the portal and be like, "Ew," and then walk over to you guys, and he's like, "You guys look like proper adventurers. I need some help."
We need some help too. We've been looking for this guy named Volo for like 8 hours.
It's been a minute.
I'm like standing up the table and picking up food and stuff.
Yeah, and as you do that, like he backs up, like he doesn't want to be touched by this disgusting stuff. And he's like, "Volo Thrump?"
Yeah. Well, even you know where we can find him?
Yeah, and he takes off his hat. He's like, "Nice to meet you. I'm Volo."
Oh.
How convenient.
And like wipes his hand on his leather armor and just reaches his hand out and shake Volo's hand.
Yeah, and he like puts his hand up but like doesn't quite touch. He's like,
it's like this, like a finger.
Pats you on like a clean shoulder.
Yeah.
He's like, "I saw you really take care of those things. You guys looking for work?"
Look at Aggie and yeah.
He's like, all right. And he calls over Bonnie and gets you guys drinks and himself drinks and sits down. And he's like, "I need help finding a friend. I saw him last night, but haven't seen him since. I think something might have happened."
Is that rare around here for things to happen?
Mm-hmm.
Depending where you are.
Fair.
We were in the dock ward last night. And
I heard that place is scary.
Yeah, and then I left. But he hasn't come back. So would you guys be able to find him?
So that's where you think he's probably still there?
Mm-hmm. Somewhere in the Sea Ward.
Dock ward.
Dock ward? Volo knows.
No, I mean, I get it. A dock is on the sea. And
it's the same thing, but apparently different.
Volo might smell a little inebriated.
Yeah, and sometimes wearing that big hat might stop the flow of thoughts coming in and out. I get it. It's okay. Yeah, I think... go ahead, Bod. I'm sorry.
All right, good. Is there anything that you think that we should probably know getting into dock, or like anything, precautions or anything? We're new to the city. We just want to kind of understand what's going on.
Yeah, when you say new, he's like, "There's not much. There's some gang activity down there you might need to be just worried about. Like, if don't stare
like cool
at
gangs. They're nice.
Sure, just don't stare at anyone too long. Just mind your own business. Don't
12 to 18 seconds of staring. Probably too much.
Probably way too much.
Okay,
well,
just kidding.
8 to 10. We'll write that down. And
perfect. Thank you.
Where'd you see him last day? I'm sorry, Aggie. Go ahead.
Oh, I'd like would there be an advance payment that we could, for trust building? We're very early in our relationship.
Yeah. And he's like, "Okay, I've got 10 gold I can give you each. But if you get him, I can give you 10 times that."
And look at
deal.
Okay.
It's like the most gold I've had in a minute.
So he gives you each very modest bags, like just a few little pouches of 10 gold. Volo gives you guys the 10 gold each, and he's just like, "The only lead I have is that we were at the Skewered Dragon last night."
And that is?
It's a bar in the dock ward. And he has his own map of Waterdeep. He shows you on it. He's like, "It's right there." And he packs it up and puts it in his bag. So you guys kind of have a quick, you might remember tomorrow.
Oh, I have a photographic memory.
Is that your backstory?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Never forgets a stone he's seen before.
Yeah. Was that map made out of rock?
Yeah. And he's like, "Okay, I've given you your 10 gold. How soon do you think you can get to finding him?"
I don't know. What you guys think? 13, 18 minutes, something like that?
There's not much food left. About 30 minutes. I think we can get on over there. Might need to take a short rest.
Yeah, and as you say that, Volo's like, I don't know if I go to the dock ward at night. You might want to.
We could. Yeah, we might want to go tomorrow.
Yeah, you might want to wait till tomorrow morning.
Well, I didn't want to impose. You were looking for your friend.
Yeah, and you're new. You're new to town. I get it.
Yeah.
But like,
you got a place for us to crash? I just like blurt and interrupt.
Bob, you can't. But I mean, he's right. Do you have?
Yeah, and Volo's like, I don't. You guys look.
Where are you gonna sleep?
My home.
I've had plenty. You got a floor?
It's being
perfect. We'll follow you in. It's great.
And
Thank you so much.
I'm sure Duran will give you a room for all the help you gave.
Seems complicated, but okay.
And Volo's like, yeah. And he just yells across. He's like, Duran. And it's like getting louder. So it's like really loud. And Duran looks up. He's like, can you give them a room? And Duran's like, sure, thumbs up.
Cool. Yeah, I'm plenty of beers in. I'm ready to be like, gonna hit the hay here.
I would imagine like half a beer would do that to you. Like,
no, I'm a dwarf.
Yeah, you're pretty.
Pack them in.
That's the husky part of it. Yeah.
This guy. I'm about 12 deep. Ready to go. Cool. So I'm gonna Bonnie.
What'd you kill?
Bonnie.
Bonnie. Bonnie walks over.
Duran said we could have a room. I'm feeling a little sleepy. Is there a way? Who would I talk to about that?
Oh, she's like, I'll be right back. And like walks over to Duran, reaches like behind the counter, pulls a key. There's like a little number on it. There's only like 4 rooms upstairs. So it's like, just like 2. And she just comes over and gives it to your table. She's like, I think there's a couple beds up there and 2 already. This is the key Duran said. And she like points over past the portal and like to the staircase you guys saw earlier. She's like, go up 2 flights. It's on the 3rd floor.
Thank you very much.
There's probably a washroom up there.
And she like points next to you. She's like, the bathroom's here. There's probably a bowl of water already up there. If not, we'll get one tonight.
Great. And I'm still like wiping Sturge guts off the...
Yeah, I don't think about cleaning myself whatsoever because I'm just so tired and I just go up and fall asleep.
Are you playing a trash dwarf in this campaign?
Wait,
no, we were hanging out and fighting and partying.
You're just tired and a little buzzed.
I'm shot.
So you guys gonna go and just call it a night?
Yeah, wash up and then go upstairs.
Did we get a description of what he looked like or his name?
Volo? Oh,
his friend?
No, I think he would have given you his name was Floon, but you guys did not get a description or anything.
Floon.
Of this blind date.
Well, Aggie's still at the table.
Yeah, is Volo still around?
No. Volo, once you started asking for rooms, Volo was like, see you guys.
Goodbye here. Okay.
I bet he's got a big floppy hat too, though.
Probably safe
Volo
to assume.
seems like he hangs out with floppy hats. I don't know what that means, and I'm not saying nothing. It just seems like a guess.
Yeah, I guess I'm ready for bed. I'll go up and brush my many rows of teeth, and then I'm going to take my shell off.
Do turtles have many rows of teeth?
Yeah,
wait, take your shell off. Hold on.
You should Google it.
Like a shark?
Do not Google turtle throat. Do not.
Oh,
what kind of turtle though?
Just Google turtle teeth.
No, don't.
Is it like geese teeth? Like
it's not all turtles though.
You ever seen a sandworm?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Literally, the first turtle has no teeth because it has a beak.
But they're saying throat teeth.
Yeah, for like snappers
I'm not saying I didn't say throat teeth.
I hate
so you're saying you've seen a turtle with little teeth in his mouth?
Yeah, I'm going to send you some Google images search.
No, it's like a sea turtle has them, but you like look at like omnivorous or like snap turtles and stuff. They all just have the beaks.
So what do you guys do on Dungeons and Designers?
Talk about turtles.
We fight trolls and devil mosquitoes, and then very thoroughly discuss turtle throat teeth.
Oh yeah,
you're thinking of the ocean turtles.
This is what happens when Courtney doesn't pick a species of turtle.
Yeah, so apparently she's an ocean turtle.
I think you also missed that she took her shell off.
Just my mouth is an ocean turtle.
You took your shell off?
to go to sleep.
But literally,
I sleep in the nude.
So you're Franklin the turtle,
There's so much reading,
which is anatomically incorrect as well. So you're Franklin the turtle shell anatomy, and you're a sea turtle mouth anatomy.
What species turtle am I? The scary cartoon kind. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like an ocean, but also Franklin shell.
This is basically Filbert from Rocko's Modern Life. And I'm here for it.
Yeah, that is who I am. But I'm not anxious.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to watch that show.
Nauseous.
I'm nauseous. I'm nauseous. Yeah, I take my shell off. It's the one time I can be free.
At
and
night?
I go to sleep next to it.
Yeah, feel that.
The one thing that holds you protective is just a binding thing around you, suppressing you.
It's just clunks on the floor. Yeah.
So we
sleep.
Yeah, you sleep, and everything downstairs like quickly becomes quiet, right? Like people aren't entering the portal early in the morning. Everyone got out of their system around dinner. As you guys wake up, you can hear downstairs just like a lot of cleaning, right? Just like you would, like sturges are now getting cleaned up all the way. All the blood's getting cleaned up. As you guys walk downstairs, you see the guy who's controlling like the little elevator platform. You see him like pulling it up. What was that?
Said my man.
Yeah, and you guys like some of the only people in the room right now, right? Like it's still fairly early. You guys went to bed not super late. And it was like the first beds you were in, so you probably got a lot of rest. And we're talking like before noon, right? So I don't care how early, but like before noon. And as this guy's like pulling up the elevator, you see two kind of adventurers that look well fitted, and they're carrying a dead buddy. And each of them give a gold to the elevator keep, and they kind of just like walk out real quiet. But the one guy who's not carrying the body is also carrying like a giant sack of treasure. And
This is the portal.
what was that?
This is the portal.
Yeah, coming out of the portal.
Okay.
So I caught that from the name. Brilliant.
So good. I didn't see it coming.
Bonnie
I thought it was more like the drinks take you to a portal.
Ooh, that too though.
Do you felt like you went through a portal with the drinks?
A couple Dragon's Breath and then like 8 beers probably.
I'll get you in there.
So you see Bonnie cleaning up. Duran still isn't there, but the little boy who was behind the counter is also like cleaning the counter and stuff. And all in all, it's like just fairly quiet. What are you guys wanting to do?
I'm like pretty full from last night. Obviously, no hangover because dwarf. Ready to scoot out and get on this adventure over to the dock?
The dock ward? Yeah.
There it is. I was going to think about the C word again.
The scared dragon? Some skewered dragon? Something like that.
Yeah, something dragon.
Skewered dragon.
Yeah. So I'm going to say, hey, you guys ready to go check this thing out?
And then look at Bonnie and Duran. I'm like, what do we do with these keys? Mind if we keep them, or you need them back?
She's like, you can come back to me and get them tonight if you need them.
All right. And I set them on the bar and head on out.
Cool. As you go out.
Is Bonnie super cute? Just a question before we leave.
Oh, yeah. Heidi.
Yeah, I figured it.
Yeah.
Okay. Bonnie McMurray.
Oh.
What is that from?
Letterkenny.
Letter. Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh, so good.
Bonnie McMurray.
All right. So you guys leave the castle ward. Like you are now in close to like the bottom third of Waterdeep, right? It took you quite a few hours to get from the top, maybe another 45 minutes, and now you're like in the heart of the dock ward. And you have like a rough idea of where it is, but all around you, even this early in the morning, you see people like moving boxes, but like looking real sketch and like watching you as they move it. You see like multiple fistfights break out. You see a lot of boarded up windows and like
any hook hands.
Oh yeah, like a pirate like hook.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, plenty of them. People made mistakes and they paid the price.
Nice. Probably a couple of our accordions going.
Yeah, you can like a shandy.
So many accordions.
But where you saw kind of like the homeless above, this is dirty and dark, but different, right? This feels more like I don't know, like a dangerous part of a city. And it's just like you know how like, everyone has just felt really safe and open? These people feel as safe and open, but they're all kind of doing sketch things. There are city guards here, and you see them dealing with certain people, and then other people are being left alone.
Not to bring too much Disney into it, but it feels like that part on Pirates of the Caribbean where there's like a guy lifting a dude up who's tied to a chair and lowering him into the water again.
Yes.
Just over and over, and everyone's cool with it.
Yeah, where like Yawning Portal was like shenanigans. That was like more for fun. This is like not for fun. And
unless you're into crime and
unless you're Batman,
I am both.
Then this is tons of fun.
Short Batman.
Mini Batman.
All right, and I think that's where we're going to end tonight. Is you guys in the dock ward looking for Floon, because I need to read more. This running a normal pre-written campaign is cool, but also really hard.
Definitely makes you need to use your imagination on the fly a little bit more. You're not able to prep it as much. I mean, you probably could, but like the whole purpose of doing this is to not have to.
Yeah, I'll get better
so far.
But yeah,
no, that was fun. That's good.
This is going to be the first 2 episodes because we're going to cut it in half. They're both going to be a little shorter, like half hour, 45 minutes, which actually might be a better listen than an hour and a half. 2 videos.
Way more digestible, that's for sure.
So let us know. Hit us up on Instagram or on Twitter, or just stick to Instagram. I'm Will Churn, your DM for this campaign. You can find me at Noble Folk Design. Courtney?
Hey, yeah, you can find me at Courtney M. Leach on Instagram.
I'm Dan. I'm not on anything.
And I'm Zach. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at ZS
Cool. And something that might have been said in the intro, might not have been because I haven't made it yet. This is a Masters of One podcast. So thanks to the crew over there for not pressuring us to get back to this too soon. If you want to be on our show and you're a designer, we'll be looking for guests. I haven't figured out how to include you guys yet, so it's going to be just really fun, and we're just going to hand wave a lot of stuff. But hit us up if you want to be a player.
And also check out the other Master of One's podcasts that are up there.
There you go.
Stuff going on.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's do it.
Yeah, Dan's helping. I'm glad that support.
Gotta get that support out. Watch out, though. You get addicted. You buy too many pins. That's what happens.
Too many pins.
It's true. I just bought a pin for Dan and I from Courtney's.
That'll be my third from something that from
Not Cool Co.
Not Cool Co.
Lauren Rubin, yeah.
Lauren, yeah. That's
nice.
the third one that she's either suggested or produced.
I got the little colored raptor, and then I got Dan the little gold fossil raptor.
Which will match my my Hobbit one from her, so that's good.
Oh, and just one more shout out, not M of One related. I'm going to be tracking, I think, all of our initiatives on this little Hey Monkey notebook.
Oh, that's cute.
So
a little scary.
He gets a little monster. He was drawing him for his daughter for their lunch boxes. As a kid, like every day she would give him a little monster thing.
That's cool. That's dope.
So go follow Lenny. What's Lenny's last name?
Terenzi,
thank you.
Man.
So go follow.
So thankfully that Courtney's.
I love the support. The support will help me so much in these outros. So yeah, go follow Hey Monkey.
I have one more thing to plug I forgot about.
Do it. We'll stretch out this. No, it's good. We need to stretch this out a little bit.
It'll come out. I worked on a short film with Lauren Rubin's brother, Jake Rubin. It comes out August 25th.
The In the Shadows thing?
It's a What We Do in the Shadows fan film called The Newly Dead. And you can find links to it on Instagram at The Newly Dead. I did the visual effects and motion graphics.
So wait, awesome, dude. Instagram at The Newly Dead?
Mm-hmm. All one word.
And when will this be out in the next week?
I think when this comes out, the movie will already be out. It comes out August 25th.
On what platforms?
YouTube, Vimeo.
Let's freaking go. Yeah. I guess, dude.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the show that they're inspired by. So
this is
I'm excited to watch it.
Jake has done a great
movie
job.
Was okay.
See, I didn't. The movie was like okay. The TV show.
That's what I'm saying. The movie was okay. The show is so good.
So good.
It's so good.
It exists in the same universe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
awesome.
I won't spoil anything.
Don't.
But
Stop.
Watch the Instagram and TikTok feeds for Easter eggs. I'll just give you that little hint.
Yeah, nice. Too old for TikTok, but I'll hit that Insta for sure.
Yeah, I've got health insurance, so no TikTok.
On that note, thanks.
Yeah, thank you everyone for listening. Guys. We'll see you back in probably 1 week if recording works out. Bye.
Bye.
That's an episode of Dungeons and Designers as we play Waterdeep Dragon Heist. This is a Masters of One Network podcast. We'll see you next week.